I got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one.
Here's his own mitts. Oh, the left hand.
He tried to certainly punch him, and he does there with the right hand, and down goes White.
Big right hand.
Despite having a beer belly, the 400-pound Eric Butterbean managed to kick jacked heavyweights' asses without problem. Bursted into the world of mixed martial arts without invitation.
Oh, that's about it.
And showed everyone that the ultimate fighter is a fat one.
Good right hand, left hand, down goes Jake.
Often being imagined in a fight with the one and only Iron Mike Tyson.
Do you think you in your prime could go in the ring with Mike Tyson now?
Yeah, I'd give it a go.
Today we take a deep dive at a fighter that confused the food eating championship for the fighting one.
And he wins.
Butterbean grew up on the tough streets of Alabama. Childhood was rough, with his mother dying when he was 8. And with him being a chubby kid, he was always getting picked on at school. While decking floors for manufactured homes at the Southern Energy Lines in Alabama, his colleagues had dared him to enter a local Toughman contest.
All the guys dared me to enter the Tough Man, which I did. Had to lose 20 pounds because I had a 400-pound weight limit. I weighed 420 at the time.
With nobody expecting it, he won the tournament and was convinced to make a living by breaking people's faces. Making his professional debut in 1994, the super heavyweight ran up a string of wins, mostly by knockout.
Well, it's wild now, folks, and there goes Doug Norris.
However, it wasn't just fighters that he was knocking out. Unfortunately, the fighter that was an option to face Mike Tyson for his comeback after prison faced a controversial stoppage against Mitchell Rose.
Damos der Ringrichter, Josef Santarpia.
Without a 0 on his record, Butterbean swore to never again face defeat or be an underdog until he was about 50 years old. Attempting to regain his reputation as a knockout artist, Butterbean faced Jonathan Whitfield, who by the time he stepped into the ring was already a dead man walking.
Of his 7 fights, but comes in and says the jab was a sparring partner, and also we saw that in his last fight. He starts to rush in and he stops, and he starts and he stops. There's that right hand.
Being the heavier guy, Butterbean kept intimidating his opposition by walking him down and pounding him with some brutal shots.
Now he rushes in, he sees an opportunity.
A combination sent him down,
One of these famous.
and the look on his face was certainly not a happy one.
So this one, well, we're coming down to the conclusion of third. Good punch.
Being dropped a couple more times,
Ed,
until he was sent through the ropes, with the referee showing mercy.
Joe L. Scott, rising young heavyweight, with a terrific.
Here we go.
Butterbean managed to drop his look-alike to the canvas multiple times in the first
Well,
round.
they've been turning down many meals lately. Oh, beautiful. Oh, dig into the body. Down goes.
And you know the real deal was on when he did the death walk.
Look at the Bean walk across the ring.
The men's business tonight.
Good right hand by Butterbean. Clark trying to fight back. That's it. Clark is down and out of the ring. Jagan shaken up by
The killer gorilla, Sean Jagan, and Butterbean were fighting for a place amongst the top 50 heavyweights in the Ring magazine.
in the look of two fighters' bodies, and Bean is opening up. Jagan trying to answer back.
The killer gorilla looked more like a monkey fighting a bear than a gorilla.
Definitely in some trouble. This round obviously seeming very long.
Suffered multiple concussions
Overland Park, Kansas, and he may want to take the first plane back to Kansas.
and was sent to the abyss.
Here comes Butterbean in. Good right hand, left hand, down goes Jagan, hits his head hard. Fight is over.
Next on for the super heavyweight monster was a fighter that thought he was Mike Tyson, bobbing and weaving.
Got a little pride. He wants to try to win. Not a whole lot, but he's doing okay.
Oh, good left hook.
What he received was an ass whooping, Mike Tyson style.
Oh, right, he goes down.
Yeah.
Tremendous right by Butterbean.
After establishing himself among the best in the Royal Division with more than 30 knockouts to his name, Eric Butterbean was finally given a shot at the IBA super heavyweight title against the veteran, Ed White.
Right hand by White. Lands another one, and now Bean starts unloading. Good body shot.
The champion was unable to establish his reach advantage over Butterbean.
Buster Douglas
dangerous look to him.
and ate some pretty solid hooks to the face.
Good left hook by Butter, well though. And now he gets clocked another left hook and the Bean coming.
A brutal right hand landed, and the lights went out for White.
Trying to punch him, and he does there with a right.
Which stunned him.
Left hook by Butterbean. Trying to finish him with left hooks.
The champion knew his clock was ticking and was sent outside the ring.
Left-right combination. White is down and out of the ring. Fight is over.
And he's never been under 3.
Now making his first defense of the title, Butterbean came up against Scott Lindecker.
Lindecker doing a good job.
Fight. Likes to go bombs or some trouble because these are clean shots.
Yeah, well, he's
The size and power difference was visible from the start.
right hand puts Lindecker down.
And Butterbean insisted on calling an ambulance,
Basically, he's a cruiserweight, but now he goes down just getting pounded.
but not for him.
Down goes Lindecker. Fight is over.
They try to piss me off, but it don't always work. Once I get pissed in the ring, it's over.
The 400 pounds champion was on fire, dominating every single opponent he faced. Most of his fights were stopped in the very first round, and in his total of 109 fights, he passed the 4 round only 3 times. It was around the time of his prime where Eric would face the fighter that had taken his spot as the opponent for Mike Tyson's great comeback in 1996.
With McNeely pounding away. Mike Tyson.
Peter McNeely was nothing more of a hype job back in the day, and his complete destruction by Mike Tyson in the first round left him unable to fight any bigger opposition. Visibly angry about his replacement for a big money fight with Tyson, Butterbean was looking to not only defeat McNeely, but to completely destroy him. Both fighters looked ready to go to war from the very start. McNeely, visibly unprepared, was taking punishment. And a barrage of punches left him unable to continue.
His advantage of being able to move. He didn't get hit there.
The Alabama-made champion left no time for rest and immediately burst into action, this time hungry.
But right now, unfortunately, professionally, those kids. The entertainer, it's his job to do what he just did. Hey, that's not a real knock.
Annoyed because of the lack of action, Butterbean wanted to make the crowd happy.
Looked like in the first round, Johnson had ideas of finding a soft spot, and he changed his mind. Now we got Ron Shelton here, the movie director. That would be a shot.
Butterbean would go on to have a streak of 51 wins and no losses, with almost all of them coming by way of knockout. However, in 2001, he would be defeated only for the second time in his career by Billy Zumbrin, in a fight that surprisingly never got released to the public. It was obvious that his career would be on the decline from now on, but unexpectedly, after knocking 2 of his next opponents out, he was matched against the Hall of Famer Larry Holmes, the only fighter who fought both Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. The 52-year-old Holmes had been inactive for 21 months and gave away 80 pounds in weight. However, the ex-champ's rapier left jab remained serviceable, and he controlled the vast majority of the bout with that one punch.
He's motioning for Holmes to come in.
There did Holmes, but it was short. That one got there.
Holmes would score, take a walk, reset, and repeat.
12 tough rounds. And very nearly won that.
Larry Holmes gets the jab in. Butterbean has to regroup.
All Butterbean could do was walk forward and pray for the go-home punch.
Makes him have to gamble more. Other things.
Yeah.
Well, 2 for Butterbean.
Butterbean is emboldened, and now he's got Holmes in the corner.
After scoring another 1-2, Holmes caught a glancing left that sent him stumbling back into a neutral corner.
Left hook. Sends Holmes down. That's called a knockdown appropriately.
Butterbean, the king of the 4 rounders, was a pauper over 10.
The Eastern Assassin, Larry.
Eric's boxing life seemed to be at the final stages. He managed to grab some victories in the meantime, but had been on a losing streak for time by lesser opponents. In life, there is a saying that goes, when one door closes, another one opens. Butterbean took that quote at heart and realized that he had restricted himself in the sport of boxing. Surprisingly, the stoning figure of 400 pounds took up kickboxing at the age of 37, simply for entertaining the crowd and earning a few bucks to his name. He was recruited by the prestigious K1 organization and debuted with a first-round knockout of Yusume Fujimoto in 2003. A couple years later, he was matched up against a literal giant named Montana Silva, who had a towering height of 7 feet. Butterbean managed to time his shots with Montana's kicks and was doing his best against a freaking giant. But that wasn't enough to grant him a decision victory. Following his K1 career with a couple more defeats to his name, Eric turned to try his luck once again, this time in MMA.
It is. Oh, that's about it. I mean, that's about it.
Even managing to get at the top of the Elite One organization and winning the heavyweight championship from Dean Story. However, reaching nearly the age of 50, Eric realized that it was time to hang him up and leave martial arts forever. Today, Butterbean runs a family restaurant in Jasper, Alabama called Mr. Bean's Barbecue and is living a quiet life with his wife. Whether you believe he is a legend or not, there is no denying that Butterbean went against all odds and captivated even the most prestigious fans of boxing.
There's nothing about Butterbean. From all the boxers on the card, he had actually the best blood pressure and cholesterol. What? For real, he said. We were in shock.